Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Mizzle. You watching my channel Mizzle 14, and I'm here doing the video of Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 5, Episode 17, 50 Shades of Betrayal. Okay, let me jump right into it. Like I said, I'm not going to really try to talk about everything that happened in the episode because it wasn't much going on. The most meat in the episode happened when they had the dominatrix party. So it's their last night in Portugal, and Ashley and Giselle decided to do something fun to have a dominatrix type of night. Speaking of that, does sound interesting. Maybe that should be a good idea for my 35th birthday. Do a dominatrix type of night. Wear something nice and but I'll see about that. So it's they were playing in the night. It's those two. It's good. They want to have a good time. And Ashley is planning to tell Candiace of that night after they had their fun of what she did. She wanted Candiace to get it from her directly before she had for anything else for anybody else. Which I was like, all right, the last night, I guess you got to end it with a drama before the next week and everything. It is what it is. And I said that's not a good thing. No matter what you tell her, she's not gonna take that lightly. Because I don't think Ashley should have wrote any statement. She should have not wrote any statement at all. We all know it didn't go to court. It's got the attorneys decided to drop the cases, whatever, because they didn't want to go further with it. So it is what it is. It shouldn't have got that far, but it happens. Okay, but that fight should never happen either. So we will never go through all this because of that. And that's it. So I feel like that's my take on it. Ashley should wrote no statement. She should stay out of it. You know what? I support you, Monique. I write a statement supporting your character. I write everything that you're not the type of person, and that's it. But anything else, or I just won't write anything at all. I would support you. That's it. And Ashley mentioned that, well, Giselle said, well, you know, Candiace not going to really take this lightly. Y'all could never be friends if you ready to do the statement. She said, if that's what she takes it, then that's so be it. Like, Ashley don't be pressed to be Candiace's friend. So I would say, okay, we all know you're not pressed to be her friend. But why you brought up like you were so damn hurt about what she did to you last year when you don't really care that she hurt you like that. You didn't really care that much about her. So why you brought all that up in the table scene when you know that wasn't the basis for you writing a letter? You just wanted to get her riled up. So you justify what you wrote the letter for. So we don't know what you clock your game because you don't really care. So she said that's fine. So that said, the ladies went to the ocean, to ocean view and everything. Look in the water. The water was cold. They took Ashley was took a swim in it. Some of them went in there and tested out the water. They took pictures by the ocean side, and they had a good time. They also asked Candiace. They talked about Candiace, the new single, and it sounded like it's a really good hit. I See You remix, and they asked her to perform it a little bit, and she did. It was like a little edit, like a video type of edit stills, and then all the girls were singing her lines and I see you and stuff like that. Now, Giselle and Candiace had a talk about Cameron. Said, how do you feel about Cameron? She said, oh, it's all right and all that stuff. And do you trust her? She said, I'm figuring this out about Cameron. So we'll see how that goes. I said, mm-hmm. Later on, they went to the Puncha Bar. So they decided to take a ride at the sidecar and go there. And they sit there and they talk a little bit. And no, before they went there, they had a dinner. And they talk about how Cameron started to drink. And they said, okay, Cameron drinking, what's up with also? She said, I took medication, so I'm fine now, I can drink a little bit. And they talk about, do y'all take sexy pictures and send it to your husbands and stuff like that. And a lot of them say they don't, and some of them say they do. They dare Candiace to send pictures of her titties to Chris. And I said, what husband would not like that? They like it. So she did it. And he said, y'all can crazy. And they said, I still love you. So that's that. And then the next day they went to the Puncher Bar. And they talked a little bit more. Kim revealed that, no, not at the Puncher Bar. She didn't reveal it there. They talked about, they revealed Robin's website. And Robin showed the pictures. And Robin had to tell Cameron that she had to crop that out because it wasn't good with the rest of the pictures. Cameron said, okay, that's fine. And it's a confession she took Robin had doing it to side said next. I said, okay. So Kim wasn't bothered. She was upset about it. Then they went to the punch. Then at the let me see the puncher bar lunch. I forgot. Is the order is different. After the puncher bar, they had the lunching before they got dressed for the dominatrix party, and that's what Kim revealed that she doing a wig line, and she's gonna host a wig. What's it? Wig snatch. What the hell is it called? What was it? What she said? What she said? Yes, wig shift with a bang party. That's what it was. I'm sorry, I had to get that thing out. And she said she gonna do an event. So Robin came straight up and said it. She said, "Will you invite Monique?" Karen straight up said she's not gonna invite her because it's not gonna be a good thing to have y'all two together. Keep that in mind, because I will mention something like that in the end of it. She would not invite Monique because it would not be a good look to have everybody together right now. They said cool. They all got it. That's what she said. So they went to get themselves ready for the dominatrix party. They all took the time. They all dressed up nicely. The best dress was Candiace. Candiace she really dressed for that party. She had the nice little outfit, booty out with the lace, the underwear, the thing, all that stuff with the cat face. I was like, okay. I like Wendy looked like she was like going to the office, even though it was like a sexy outfit, but it's like she was going to the office, something like that. It was like a blazer, one of the pants thing with boots, something like that. Giselle had the little nice short black shirt, shorts with the red top, and her head in a bun. And Ashley came with a nice lacy outfit as well. Not really too much see-through, but it was mostly solid and not high thing. Karen came mostly like a regular dress. She just had the fur hair, and Robin made a reference that she looked like Coretta DeVille. And then Karen said, "Well, you look like a whore in the street." I said, "Oh, okay." And yeah, Robin had the little like silky shirt with the pants and stuff like that. Okay, I said, okay. Most of them was like kind of subtle. The only one who went all the way out was Candiace. And I said, okay, cool. So they did different activities, games. They talk about the questions, and some of the questions was, "What your favorite place to get touched?" Karen said her kitty box. Some people say their neck. Karen said her lower back. I was like, oh, okay. Something like the nipples. I said, oh yeah, that is a sensitive spot. That's my favorite spot right there too. That's a little tea, right, y'all? All right. Then they talk about last time you gave oral to your significant other, and some say before the trip, some say not too long ago. And Cameron said she retired her mouth. She been going through a lot for 2.5 years. She's not doing that right now. So Giselle in the comments said, "Oh, you're not doing that to Ray. You're not doing the oral transaction to Ray, us like that. Oh, really?" And I would say, well, you'd probably doing a lot, Giselle, but you know what Javon doing? He's still soaking his seeds and everybody else. So it's no difference if you keep doing it every day or you're not doing it. They still gonna do it. So they asked that, and then the next question was, who's the more dominant in the bedroom? I the only one that really asked the question. Nobody else really said it, but that's that. And then they talk about how you pleasure yourself. And some say they do it most of the time. Some say they do like twice a month. Some say mostly almost every day. And I was like, okay, cool. Now, Karen mentioned she has a pillow fetish. And I said, oh, it's a fetish for everything. Karen mentioned she had a pillow fetish. She had a lot of pillows around her. And then she got this one pillow. It's a vibrating pillow that she put it between her thing, and it just vibrate and give her a little sensation down there. And the pillow's not wet or dry anymore. I was like, okay, all right, Karen, all right, we'll see you. And then they started role playing dominatrix scenes. Everybody did their little thing. They were doing dances together, rolling and dancing on that stuff, and getting on each other faces and giving little sexual poses and feeling on each other and lap dances and stuff. And then Candiace was doing catwalking, actually catwalking on the floor and doing a lot of stuff. And I was like, all right, Candiace, you going in with this domination party. And that's what it was. So they did that. And then Robin made a statement that how they all, this is the first time for a long time, they really don't have any tensions in the group. Because usually when they sit down, there's mostly tension. But this is the first time for a while they ain't really had tension. So that's why it's prompted Ashley to say, you know what, I want you to hear this from me before you get anything else from anybody else. I want to hear from me. Monique, they asked me to write a statement in response for Monique to discredit Candiace. It's like that. But she says did it to help Monique. She don't want Monique to go to jail. And it's not to hurt Candiace. So Candiace said, well, why you don't think it's not going to hurt me when she asked you to write a statement? Because they said, oh, you writing a character statement to support Monique? And about her character, they said no. She writing a character, a witness statement. Oh, no, not witness statement. A statement of her interaction with Candiace of last year. And what Ashley and Candiace was going through. Mind you, they both was going at each other. So it was not one-sided. She said she only told the truth. No, she only told the truth, half truth. She didn't tell her side of it. Because at the end of the day, it wasn't just Candiace just coming after Ashley for no reason. They was both going back and forth with each other. Yes, Candiace was getting on Ashley. It was Ashley's karma for what Ashley has been doing. Ashley had done way more and worse than what Candiace done. Candiace was child play compared to what Ashley was doing all the seasons she been on it. So everybody make it seem like Candiace was just vile, vicious, over the top, 100 top-notch villain. That's not true. Candiace was a little mediocre compared to what other people have been doing, especially Ashley. So, it made it seem like Candiace is this crazy monster. It's like ridiculous, right? And Ashley has been the one, and nobody did anything to Ashley. No statements, no nothing. It just comes left forward, but really not much going on compared to Michael. I mean, Michael get her in the hot seats all the time, but that's Michael. But other than that, that's it. So it was like mentioned that Ashley said it was even. We all even. So I said even for what? So compared to what she did to you last year, so you said, oh, I'll write the statement to get back at her to be even. That's that. So Candiace was like, wow, how you not gonna think it's gonna hurt me and everything, and she coming at you because she know she could come to you to come at me because based on our interaction last year. She couldn't get anybody else because nobody would support that. But she knew you was gonna write it to get back at me. So she said, F you, Ashley. F you. She said, okay, that's how you feel. That's all I write. Good. And Wendy said, it's some snake stuff because you be a snake by doing that. You took the opportunity to come back at Candiace. Even though y'all were trying to attempt to make a good start over to rebuild your friendship and stuff like that. But this right here, it just cut all chances to it. So, that's that. So Ashley got up and walked away. And Candiace was upset about it. I said, ridiculous. And I think Cameron said, I begged Monique to apologize to you. Or somebody said that. To apologize to Candiace. And he said, well, she's a grown woman. You don't have to beg a grown woman to apologize. And she like, no, before Ashley walked away, Candiace said, well, Ashley, Monique had been talking dog stuff about you. Dog crap about you. While we was at their house. She said, well, I see actions, and right now, recently, she hasn't been doing that lately. I said, okay, cool. And now, Kim said, well, I begged her to apologize. She said she was wrong. Monique said to me that she was wrong, all that stuff. And she said, well, she will say that to you because she knew you was going to go along with it, and you don't know her like I know. I see things. She said, maybe I'm right. Maybe you're all right. I probably see different things. But I know some things at the thing that nobody else knows. She told me, she said, so what? About the incident? She said, yes. So what do you know that everybody else don't know? Apparently, Candiace said that on Monique's statement or whatever, Candiace admitted that she released the glass that she had in her hand in defense of getting Monique off of her. Which I was like, okay, that happened so fast, but yes. When you snatch somebody's head down and pound them, what do you think they will do with their hand with the glass in their hand? They go hold it here so you keep bounding the head? No, they will release it, do something to try and get you off of them. So I don't think it was any off-putting in what she said in that statement. So you trying to say that she did that before she got her head grabbed? No. Her head was grabbed. No glass was thrown where the head was grabbed and she was getting hit in her head. It's only thrown after the fact. So I don't know what was that statement that made it seem like, dang. So Candiace said they both was wrong. Candiace has been saying they both was wrong, Yada yada yada. I don't care. Monique was wrong for even starting that far. And she didn't even get to the fall of a bunch of charges. And Monique wanted to just apologize, but she didn't. And it was hurting that Candiace said, which is true. It wasn't the fact that they fought. It was the fact that after they fought, it was in the blogs, and it was a lie in the blogs that stated how the fight started. And the whole year, it was running on with this, writing the songs, all that stuff, keep changing the reason why you fought her. All was a lie for us to see exactly the truth. So it's like, how would y'all feel if you did something with someone, and then they go lie about it, knowing that y'all all know what the truth is, and then found out when it actually aired or when the actual truth come out, then it was like, whoa, hold up, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. Especially if something happened closed doors and nobody else was privy to the information, and then you started hearing people coming after you and saying, oh, what, that's what you get, all that stuff, and it was like, what? No, so that's what the most hurtful part. Like that's how I feel. Candiace was mostly hurt about that more than getting beat up at the winery, because it was the lie. It was a whole face lie for a whole year that had people coming after her. So I don't understand why people don't get that. So y'all want her to get over that and forget Monique? No, forget it. Nobody gonna come around me when we get in this platform with a job that we just supposed to be reading, shading, and all that stuff like that, and then come on and somebody pop off. At the end of the day, I will not be comfortable around you anymore. So that would be normal for anyone. So, whatever. So she said she takes anxiety medications, all that stuff. I'm not gonna sit here and tell Candiace how she should feel and what she's gonna go through and how she should react after she go through. Because at the end of the day, nobody can sit here and tell me everybody respond the same trauma the same different way. If people, you might think it's overreaction, it's over dramatic that she was going through, so be it. That's what you think. Some people might think you may over dramatic about some other stuff that you're going through. But nobody react the same way. So she go up not being fights, and then somebody come fight her for no apparent reason that you don't even know why y'all fought, and then she had to go through this. So yes, so be it. She might need a traumatic experience. Just like Monique was going through a whole lot of years and getting bullied and stuff like that. That built up and that's built inside of her. Nobody knew she was going through that until she explodes, and she never got help on that. So we can't dictate when somebody should get over things. So, just like y'all want this to get over, stop. Because none of y'all will like if somebody lied on you about what happened. Okay, so that was that. They left that at that. And Cameron got up and she got what she did. And Candiace is hurt about it. She talked to her husband on the phone. They talked about it. Ashley called her husband. They talked about it. Michael was not even there. He said, oh, I was like, this knife situation, y'all is going hardcore about it. Nobody was threatened. It was no hardcore, I can't stay around Candiace because she threatened my life, all that stuff. Candiace was literally next to you with the butter knife that she had in her hand doing all that stuff. You was not threatened. You was not hurt by it. You was not uncomfortable being around Candiace, because if you was so, she would not be around right now. So all these things, she would brandish the knife, all that. I was like, come on now. That was doing the most. Y'all doing the most, but it is what it is. I know some people going to be hardcore about that, but it's not even that serious. Not even that serious. Like I said, if she wanted to do damage, she could have did it right. They were sitting next to each other. Not wait till 50 feet away and did something. Whatever. All that stuff, and that's that. Now, I said I was going to go back to the comment that Cameron made. In next week preview, they said that it was the Wigger party, right? And Ashley and Monique had to sit down, and Ashley told Monique about Cameron's event. Monique said, oh yeah, Cameron been told about it. She told me she came inviting me. So Ashley was like, what? Mind you, Candiace just told the group that she did not invite Monique. Now, that's a problem. Nobody trying to choose sides. Oh, I forgot. Now, Candiace was telling about her choosing sides and all that stuff. I said, Candiace, you can't make people choose sides. If she's friends with both of y'all and y'all both have a falling out, let her be. Whatever she try to choose, but you can't force her because then she go have the negative effect that you don't want. So having someone choose a side, you can't do that. If she wanted to be on Monique's side, let her. If she want to be on your side, let her. But if she want to be neutral, let her be neutral. But if you forcing her hand, she's not going to go choose your side. So I want you to do that, Candiace. Stop making people choose sides because it's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. It's not going to go your way and you're going to be disappointed. So let it be. Okay? Don't do that. And I think her husband told her, said, let her be. You can't make her choose sides. You do what it is. You come home. Be good. Now with the wig thing next week, Monique showed up, and now all the ladies is like blindsided of what's going on. And then I get Cameron left her event. She said, I paid the bill and stuff. I said, this is the problem, Cameron. If you would have been straight up and said, listen, I invited Monique and she's coming, then probably the other ladies probably won't come. You knew that if you said you was going to invite Monique, all the ladies at that table, except for Ashley, probably were not going to show up to your event. So you lied and say, no, you didn't invite Monique for them to come, and then Monique comes, and then they all is like, what's going on? And then you leave your event because it get too hostile. I was like, oh, why you did that? You could have just spit straight up. So you doing something, Cameron. That's not right. I didn't like that at all. I like Cameron, but I didn't like that. Especially if you knows that the group have tensions and have uneasiness with the lady. Like I said, fine, it's your event. You can invite Monique. That's your friend. But don't lie about it. You didn't have to lie. Okay, but that's my take on it. I'll talk about that more next week. But please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me how y'all feel about this episode. Tell me about your thoughts, how y'all feel. And I'll talk to y'all later. Alright? Peace.